Do you ever... Wait, can you say that? I thought it was always have you ever. A lot of people learn that you can only use ever in present perfect tense questions, and that is not true. So we're going to quickly talk about what the word ever means and look at how we can use it with some different tenses. We're going to start with ever in present perfect tense because this is the way that most people already know how to use it. Have you cooked dinner? That usually means, are you finished cooking dinner? Is dinner ready now? But when we ask, have you ever cooked dinner? We want to know if you have cooked dinner one or more times in your life, because some people have never cooked dinner. The word ever makes it clear that we are talking about one or more experiences in your whole life. So that's how we use ever in present perfect tense. But now let's look at how we use it with some other tenses. When we ask, do you ever? It basically means, do you? But it shows that we think that they probably don't do it often. So, do you cook dinner? Basically means, is it normal for you to cook dinner? Is cooking dinner something that you do often? Do you ever cook dinner? Basically means, I know that you don't usually cook dinner, but do you do it sometimes? If you always see your friend's husband cooking dinner, but you never see your friend cooking dinner, you might say to them, hey, I always see your husband cooking dinner. Do you ever cook dinner? The word ever basically just shows that we think that they probably don't do it often. Are you ever is very similar, but it's mostly used with adjectives. For example, are you ever sad? If we just ask, are you sad? That means, are you sad right now? Or, are you always sad? But when we add the word ever, it shows that we are not talking about right now or always. We are asking about sometimes. Maybe even just one time per year. Maybe you have a friend who always seems happy. You might say to them, hey, you always seem happy. Are you ever sad? When we ask, did you ever? It's similar to have you ever, but it shows that we have a reason to believe that this thing might have happened. If I know nothing about you, I have never talked to you before, I could ask, have you ever been to Egypt? But if you are my friend and you tell me that you want to go to Egypt, and then we don't see each other for a few years, the next time that we see each other, I might ask you, hey, did you ever go to Egypt? Using did you ever shows that I remember that you wanted to go there. Or maybe my friend is trying to get his driver's license, but he keeps failing the driving test. If I see him a few weeks later, I can ask him, hey, did you ever pass the driving test? Again, I'm using the word ever because I remember that he wanted to do it, but the last time that I saw him, he hadn't done it yet. And when we use ever to talk about the future, it basically shows that we know that this thing might not happen soon, or it might never happen. For example, are you ever going to tell him? The word ever basically shows that I know that you haven't told him, and I know that you probably won't tell him anytime soon. But what about in the future? Maybe a few weeks from now, or a few years from now. Do you think you'll ever get married? This basically means that I know that you don't plan on getting married anytime soon. But what about when you are older? Do you think you will get married then? And yeah, we can use ever with other tenses as well, but these are the ones that I wanted to talk about in this video today. I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching.